Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. OKA's 4 political options after BBI was stopped at the Court of Appeal. 4 political options. The first option is for OKA to support Raila Odinga. That's the first option. The second option is for OKA to support William Ruto. The third option is for OKA to support one among them. And finally, or rather the fourth option, is for OKA to dissolve and each and every of the principal to contest on their own. Those are the 4 political options that OKA has as of now. So let's start with the first option of supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. Was the likely, or rather was the possibility of this OKA team supporting Raila Amolo Odinga? I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that having looked at all the 4 options or 4 possibilities, the most likely possibility is for OKA to support Raila Amolo Odinga. I'm saying that because of this. OKA team, or rather these principals, they have been in the opposition for over a decade now. And from where I sit, I really doubt whether these OKA principals can go back to the opposition. Because as of now, William Ruto seems to be the opposition leader. And this OKA team, from their political maneuvers, it seems to appear that these people, they just want to oscillate, or rather to go around, or rather to be near the system. And as long as the president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is going to support Raila, then I really feel that OKA's chances of supporting Raila Odinga are very, very high, higher than any of the other options. Let's look at the second option, supporting William Ruto. Yes. If you look at Kalonzo Musyoka has been a vice president before. And from the way Kalonzo has been playing politics, sometimes back William Ruto was in Ukambani, in a gathering that Kalonzo also attended. And then Kalonzo, from the way he was speaking, he was trying to insinuate that his mob is a senior, is William Ruto senior, both politically and also in terms of age. And then also if you look at Musalia Mudavadi has also been a vice president before, even before William Ruto. So if you look at these 2 top OKA leaders, their chances of supporting William Ruto, according to me, is almost zero. Simply because they consider themselves more senior politically than even William Ruto. And also because William Ruto, as of now, seems to be going into 2022 election as the opposition, this OKA team might be very, very reluctant to work with Ruto because they know what the system can do. So they might be very reluctant to work with William Ruto. So from where I sit, ladies and gentlemen, I feel that this team to support William Ruto is almost a zero. It's a nil. Maybe in the second round. But in the first round, I really doubt. And then the third option, for OKA to support one among them. In OKA, ladies and gentlemen, we know that there are only 2 serious principles, Kalonzo and Mudavadi. Gideon Moi, from his body language and from the way his party is behaving, Gideon Moi is most certainly going to go the Uhuru way. Where Uhuru Kenyatta will pinpoint, that's most likely where Gideon Moi will cast his bet, or rather his lot. So in this case, for OKA to come out and support one among them is also almost a zero. Because definitely, Gideon Moi will not endorse that kind of an arrangement if it does not have the blessings of the president. And then also, ladies and gentlemen, between Kalonzo and Mudavadi, who will agree to step down for the other, because all of them feel they are equal. Because, in fact, something that is really complicating things even more are the opinion polls. The opinion polls are showing that Musalia Mudavadi is ahead of Kalonzo. But Kalonzo, at the back of his mind, he believes that he has more real support than Musalia Mudavadi, because he believes that he controls a good chunk of the Kamba vote, as opposed to Musalia Mudavadi, who has not been able to consolidate and control the Mulembe vote. So I strongly feel that for these people to come together and support one among them will also be very, very hard and also very, very tricky. So that's also a very remote possibility. I don't see an option where these OKA leaders can support one among them. In fact, it will be very, very easy for them to support somebody, but not one amongst them, because they all feel they are better than the other. Unless we have a clear favorite, maybe Raila or Ruto, then it can be very easy for them to support that kind of a person. But in this case, Kalonzo feels is better than Mudavadi. Mudavadi feels is better than Kalonzo because of his ethnic background. He comes from the populous Luya community. And then the final, or rather the fourth option, is for OKA to disintegrate and all these principles to go their way. And from where I sit, ladies and gentlemen, that's also a very, very high possibility. In fact, this team supporting Raila and also disintegrating or getting dissolved, those are very, very high possibilities. And I'm saying that because of this. It's a fact that this team cannot support one amongst them. I believe that's a fact. It will be very, very hard for this team to support one among them. So the only thing that most likely will happen is that this team might get dissolved, or it might be dissolved. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the glue that has been holding this OKA team is none other than Gideon Moi. In fact, from some very, very reliable sources, it's said and also believed that it's Gideon Moi who has been funding this outfit. But with Gideon Moi now aligning himself with Raila Odinga, then this outfit of OKA is left confused. And from where I sit again, and this is something that I've been saying in this YouTube channel, OKA was formed, ladies and gentlemen, to propel a Gideon Moi presidency. But along the way, ladies and gentlemen, it was found out that propelling a Gideon Moi presidency was very, very hard. Very, very hard. And maybe that kind of a presidency could not be realized. So maybe the system again changed their tactic, and they are now aligning themselves to Raila Amolo Odinga. And Gideon Moi has also been panel beaten to align himself with Raila Amolo Odinga. So without Gideon in the alliance cannot stand. Without Gideon Moi in the alliance cannot stand. And then if you look at the two top OKA principles, Kalonzo and Mudavadi, they also cannot agree among themselves on who to support. That's also a fact. So the only thing, ladies and gentlemen, that is now left is for these people to go their separate ways. Let Kalonzo contest, let Musalia Mudavadi contest, and let the people decide. That's also a fourth possibility that is also very, very likely. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did state when we were starting, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like. And to those watching us for the very first time, very, very first time outside of Kenya, kindly drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Drop a comment. And then what I've said here, ladies and gentlemen, is largely my opinion. You are free to differ with what I've said, But you can only do that by dropping a comment so that I might also know what you also think. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes.